Alright, sorry about that. Had to get everything all ready. Happy Halloween, people. Yes, I know this is not the spookiest game, but when I play it late at night, I get a little creeped out. Anywho. This game is not heavily inspired by, as some of you already know, for those who don't, heavily inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Not based on one of his actual stories, but that you see a lot of the influences and a lot of the references, such as, like, the people from Shadow over Innsmouth, which I think is a nice touch. I've been enjoying the game so far. I think it's fun, a little different from what I usually play. Well, I hope you guys have a good time with me. So, let's get into this. Welcome, Topaz Talon. Hopefully, the picture looks good. Hopefully my internet holds out. As I was just explaining at the start, it's based off the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Not sure how familiar you are with Lovecraft, but he was a horror writer back in the day. Did a lot of short stories, and a lot of the stories are really, really good, in my opinion. I have my favorites, like, again, Shadow over Innsmouth, Over the Mountains of Madness. I think that's what that one is called. I can never remember. What was another good one? Herbert West Reanimator was another good one. I'll be honest, the story about the Call of the Cthulhu, I thought it was okay. It just felt, I don't know, I think I went into the story a little overhyped. But yeah, this takes a lot of inspirations. It's not adapted from one of his actual stories, but it's like, I guess you can say like a continuation in some regard in its own sense. Alright, what was I doing last time? I do apologize ahead of time. This is not like your traditional game. There is a lot of reading, a lot of investigating. Letters from Oakmont. I was walking along Lombard Street in Eastern Reed Heights when it happened again. It's not just a vision, but a noise, hissing radio static, growing louder and louder. Voices from afar were lost in it, carrying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images come after I passed Bullock Street towards Helock Street. The hissing flooded my mind, and I saw a man surrounded by radios talking to them. He was dying. I felt it, and when it happened, the vision was gone. Alright. Reed Heights on Lombard Street, Eastern Reed Heights. Yeah, there's a bit of combat, though the emphasis on combat isn't as heavy. Like, I've heard some people say it's a lot of time you just want to avoid it. Alright. A little bit of backstory. We're an investigator named Charles Reed, and we've come to Oakmont looking for answers. That he's been suffering from visions and nightmares, and he's heard that people in Oakmont have been flooding there, or people have been flooding Oakmont with similar symptoms. So he has headed to Oakmont to try and figure things out. First thing that happened when we got here, we had to solve a murder of a man named Robert Throckmorton. Had to find out who killed his son. Okay. Yeah, Oakmont is a bit of a secluded city. It's not really on any maps, and because of a flood, it's just made it much harder to find. you see references to Shadow over Innsmouth, like the Innsmouthers. Yeah, I know. If you're familiar with the Cthulhu mythos, it's kind of funny. Oh, there's a fast travel booth. Okay then. I love the overall aesthetic of the place. And again, like with a lot of games, I like the old-timey look of everything. It just got dark. Holy shit. I do apologize if there's not a whole lot going on at the moment. Like, a lot of this is walking around and trying to figure things out. Let's see. Is this the right place? Eastern Reed Heights on Lumber Street between Hellog Street and Bullock Street. Static in it. This looks like it. Yep, this is the right place. Oh no. Yep, it's one of the big ones. So yeah, I'm supposed to find a letter in there, and yeah, I'll do a quick save. I have no clue. I have no clue. Yeah, like, combat is not heavily emphasized in this. Don't get me wrong, I backed myself into a corner. Don't get me wrong, you can do combat, but if I go quiet, it's because I'm just trying to concentrate. Oh fuck. Ah, fuck. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Again, I don't have to kill him, but I don't have to kill him, but like I gotta find a letter in there. I could just run in and out, but my quick run, I saw nothing, so I don't know. You get experience for killing these guys, and you have these different skills. But yeah. Yeah, it's not your traditional action game. I like it. It's something different as opposed to the usual run and gun hack and slashes. I just don't like that it makes me think. Alright, do I still have my supplies or did I lose all that? Oh yeah, yeah, I still got everything. So, let's try again and see if it's... Sometimes the monsters change. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I should get that. Oh, the letter was right there. No problem. My name is, well, I am uncertain. It is lost in the static. I do not know anything. I have lost it all. My mind is little but static, interspersed with bits from the radio serial. That is my life. No, not my life. My existence. I hear names. Margaret, Jonathan, Albert. I hear dates, places. June 7th, 1912, at a church on the hill. It is these bits that I live for. Ooh, this could be interesting for later. It is a static that I will end my life for. Every day for as long as I can remember, the static has gotten louder. I have sunk deeper as the voices grow quieter. They are being replaced. I am losing what little I have left. A new voice, unintelligible, yet one I understand more clearly than any radio program in my head. I fear for what I will become when I can no longer hold on. I am choosing to go before the static, or the voice within it becomes me. Goodbye, Oakman. I have sunk even further than you. Lovely. Do I explore or do I GTFO? I GTFO. Juked. Oh fuck, where's the door? Where's the door? There it is. So, there is a bit of an interesting bug I've noticed in this game. Exactly. In a panic, you can't find your way through a room. But, I've noticed there's an interesting... Not sure if it's a bug or if it's unintentional, but... When you go into a building that has monsters, you can search the compartments. Once they're searched, you generally can't search them again, but I noticed if you don't clear out all the monsters and you leave, it kinda resets the area, so I can keep searching those compartments until I'm maxed out on supplies. But once all the monsters are dead and I've searched everything, then I can't get anything else. Yeah, it's something nice to know if I'm ever low on supplies. Okay, so I got that done. Next case. Terrible. Oh, fucking lovely. Yeah, you didn't see the warning, but it does mention like this game does kind of go on interesting topics. Like one of the things it does warn you a little bit is about racism and minority stuff. Like I haven't heard anything. Oh, like I haven't heard any racist words, but it does talk about like there's these group of people known as the Innsmouthers. They're refugees from Innsmouth, and they're treated poorly just because of who they are. That kind of stuff. If I see an Innsmouther, I'll point it out. Like in the story of Shadow over Innsmouth, they like the people of that town made a deal with like some sea deity, and they look physically different because of it. Alright. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Iban Street and was heading towards Oak Street. Yeah, the game does point out it does in it it says that stuff it was and still is wrong, but it kind of keeps it in because as an authentic depiction of the time instead of just rather pretending it didn't happen. In all honesty, I understand like stuff back then, like certain things, they're touchy subjects, but you see games and like some movies today or scenarios, they try to pretend it never happened, which I understand that, but at the same time, I don't know. I understand like you're not trying to offend anyone, but we do need to face like this shit did happen. We can't just pretend it didn't. It's a dark part on like it's a dark part on everyone's history. I really don't know if I should be I'm not knowledgeable enough in this stuff. I really don't think I should be talking about it. I really don't. I don't want to get flagged or anything, but yeah, I don't know. Fuck, this just got really deep. It's not a good part in our history, but the thing about history is we can learn from our mistakes. Everyone can. This good thing about the thing with history too is like with it being there, we just got to be sure that we don't repeat anything. Enough. This just got really philosophical from a Canadian. I don't know. That's my point of view. Back to the game. The thing was running so fast, I couldn't even understand what it was. It jumped from the window, and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing someone with a shaking hand, something like a last will, and I saw the thing stalking him, a fetus on it, thin, pointy legs, with a little face full of evil and hatred. It's shrieking. I can't forget it. Western Reed Heights, Washington Street, between Iban and Oak Street. And here's my fun part of the game. Oh, there's Oak Street. Just gotta follow Oak Street until I see Iban. There's Iban. There we go. There's Washington Street. Why is it video games bring the philosophical side in me? Looks like it might be quicker to go from Murdoch Avenue. Robert Throckmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria grip in Oakmont. Oh yeah, something else apparently. Apparently there was some weird. There was like a wave of hysteria going around with people when apparently they uncovered something or something opened up in the ocean, which made it even worse. Big Cthulhu reference. What I'm doing right now is actually a side quest. I'm in the second like chapter of the main story, and I have not touched it. Okay, just gotta head this way a bit. I'm gonna be honest, I wish I would have grown up in like these times. I love the way the 50s and 60s and all that look, actually. I'm not quite sure what the timeline is. I know this guy is a veteran from a war, but I think it's like 1990? Somewhere around there? Head in the right direction. I'll do a quick save. Yeah, this Oakmont was hit by a really bad flood, so a lot of it has sunk, as you can see. Where the hell am I? Western Reed Heights, Washington Street, between Ibon and Oak Street. So I'm in the right area. Oh, lovely. Oh, here we are. Usually the door is painted with like this white paint and symbol. That's usually the doors you can go through. Oh my fuck. I just saw my reflection over in the glass there and it scared me. I don't like it when it's this quiet. I really, really don't. I'll make some bullets. There's a bunch of other guns you can get in this, and I've watched a couple of other people do a couple guides, because okay, I don't want to be in here anymore. You bet your ass the second I get this later, I'm GTFOing. Okay. Almost home free. Okay, that hurt. Okay then. I swear, if there was nothing in there and I was just basically spazzing out because of it. My dearest comfort, if my scrawl is an illegible scribble, forgive me. The shock of what I have delivered from the poor young woman's womb has still affected my nerves. Her guttural screams still ring in my ears, and her birthed tragedy lurks near where I hide. Had my attendant not been attacked first, I would have certainly shared her fate. The wriggling abomination that erupted from the wife's belly leapt from her body and attached itself to the nurse's throat with a wet smacking sound. Pulled behind it, the taut umbilical cord tore out the placenta in an eruption of bright blood that soaked my gown. Stunned, I looked in the mother's bulging eyes as she convulsed and bit off her tongue between clenched, grinding teeth. Ugh. Falling backward in horror, I crawled behind a medical cabinet in the operating theater. I can now hear the sloshing movement of the afterbirth sliding across the floor as a terrible infant slightly approaches. I write this account on my surgical mask with the study pen you gifted me last year near the Oakman Commons. It may now serve faithfully as my only weapon against the deformed babe. Sincere thanks, Sebastian. One more letter. Innsmouther's notes. The local Innsmouthers scare me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their faces pursue me, even in visions. Recently, I was in the northern part of Grimhaven Bay, walking down Whisper Street. I barely made it to Hubert Avenue when the visions came. I stood among many Innsmouthers disguised as one of them, and listened. Their leader read the story of a captain participating in pagan rites, populating with the savage witches and beast bringing sacrifice. I shall remember his name, Obed. This is a direct reference to the story of Shadow over Innsmouth. Northern Grimshaven Bay, corner of Hubert Street and Whisper Avenue. Where the hell's Grimshaven Bay? Hubert Street and Whisper. Oh, here's Whisper. Fuck. It's either in an infested zone or something. Shit. As the name implies, in infested zones, I'm gonna see a lot of those monsters, which means I gotta get in there and get out quick. forward to this. I'm really, really not. There's gonna be no safe spot for me, like, unless I try to kill everything going through, which, again, that's not recommended, because supplies are scarce, unless I'm doing that bug. So, yeah. Well, there was one fight I did earlier, because I got the Necronomicon edition, so I had to find these tomes. One of the fights, I had to keep shooting these explosive barrels again near this giant squid monster thing. Oh yeah, that's another thing. You cannot look at the monsters for too long, because if you saw during the one fight, I started having like a weird ass vision. There's a sanity meter next to your health meter. Mystery of the Creepy Watson. I wonder if that's a reference to something. Like, I remember there was an old Sherlock Holmes games where with Watson, they never gave him animations for walking, so they never gave him animations for walking, so every time you would turn around, he would just be right behind you. Like, you could back away, keep watching him, and he would keep his distance, but the second you turned around and looked back, he's right behind you again. If you die, your last save will be loaded. Your character will reappear in the closest save zone. Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Okay. I'm gonna go inside the Devil's Reef really quick. Oh, this is an example of an Innsmouther, by the way. I think. Or maybe not. Maybe.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
You'll see if Innsmouthers will have like very fish-like qualities. Exactly. Like some of them you'll see, like you can see when they talk, they have like sharp teeth. It's a really faithful adaptation of like their appearance, because I remember reading the book, I tried to visualize like how these guys would look. Oh. Time for some new clothes. This looks fancy. I would totally wear something like this. Yeah, that was just that was another side quest. I want to put it on, but I also want to take this a little seriously. But I've been wearing that other one pretty much since the start of the game, so put on something else, I guess. Okay, I'm so not looking forward to this. Hopefully I can get in and get out. I think I see the house. Yeah, I can see the H. Hey, I got knowledge. Skills. What do I want? Actually, I want that additional. I get 15% chance to save, and now this one, everything, total 25%. Alright, sweet. Now I got a 25% chance to save materials. Not that it's kicking in. Alrighty. I'll be here. Okay. I really hope I'm in the right building. I don't want to be in this place for long. Yes, I see the ladder. Oh, that's gunpowder. Shit. I think I might be in the wrong building. What does this say? Scared me a lot. Never seen a place with so many looking personnel in the northern part of the community. Live walking on West Pacific, very maybe. might not be the right building. Shit. Alright, so far so good. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Northern Grimshaven Bay at the corner of Hubert Avenue and Whisper Street. Hubert Avenue and Whisper Street. Lovely, they respawned. Okay, that was easy. I am very confused. Like, this is the only building I can find around here. Unless... oh, something here. Here we are. Oh my... I hate you so much, game. Obed, yep, this is definitely a reference to Shadow of Innsmouth. 21st of March, 1856, New South Wales. On that day we arrived... On that day we arrived near Ball's Pyramid, a giant rock around 2,000 feet high, extending from the sea. The air is poisoned all around it, and you can barely see the tip of the monolith. The catch is good here, and brought us more gold. I had to give them 2 slave women we brought in Sumatra. Oh, bought. Wretches were terrified when they saw them. Good riddance. We landed on Lord Howe Island, a few nautical miles away, for fresh water and fruit. The heady dinghy was put out at sea at 12:15 a.m. Last time we were here in 1847, there were 3 settlers and their Aboriginal wives. This time, only the women remained, and they were not the same. Tattooed, their eyes were red with blood, and dead animal carcasses were strewn around the camp. They slept on the floor beside the corpses. We drank and danced with them. This is a long letter. We drank and danced with them, and one day played a strange musical flute, which with sounds we've never heard before. One of them took me to their hut. While I was at it between her legs in the dark, Matthews came in with a torch. And I could see that above me the dead husband was hooked to the roof, the skin over his face dry like a 100-year-old apple. Bones and clothes he was, his mouth open and distorted in the endless shout. I could still see his eyes, alive and rolling, looking at me. The witch was laughing hard while wiping her thighs, all her teeth filed to a point of a wolf or a shark. We fled the cursed place, leaving the witches behind. Okay. Letters from Oakmont done. Which means I get another skill point. What do I put it in? Oh, that is much faster. Yes, indeedly. Oh, those are all my side cases done. I guess all that's left for me to do now is story. Dive into the same type was used in the Navy, old but in good state. Nice. I need to go out there. Yay. I wonder if talking to that bastard will give me anything, or if it's just like, yeah, you got the case completed. Where's? Sorry.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Nope, he still hates me for some reason. That's okay, I'm gonna steal his shit. Alright, on to main story, which I have been putting off. There's apparently like a mission I can do with the police officers, but I don't know how to start that, so I will be doing that later. Boys and girls of every age. Oh, I'll press button to continue. I am facing the wrong direction.
The door won't budge.
I hope we're gonna get another gun soon. I've been picking up a lot of ammo. all I've had for this whole game so far is a revolver and a pistol. Oh,
The mayor's cursed these days.
no shit.
Shot dead. Point blank. They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
Yeah, it is. It's a little hard to get around. I think this is the right boat.
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
It's not the gun I can pick up, unfortunately. Is this the boat I gotta take?
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
Oh. Oh, really? I gotta take this little shitty thing? Oh. It's a cutscene. Never mind. I thought it was gonna tell me I got a boat there. Never pick a fight with 7 guys when you're carrying a 6-shooter. And this is Devil's Reef, apparently. And I'm diving into the deep dark ocean. I am already not liking this. Oh, my brother, if he saw this, he'd be having... Okay. I am already not liking this. If my brother was playing this, though, oh, he'd be having a panic attack. He does not like open water, even in video games. Woohoo, trophy.
The chemical lamps are nearly spent, but I reckon I can still follow them.
The harpoon gun stuns hostile creatures for a short time. Flares light your way, and you can distract hostile creatures. R1 if damaged to hold. Slowly recover your dive and suits per... This is wow. This is cool, but it's creepy. I don't like when you can't see what's coming towards you. Okay. I have no clue. Did I fuck up? Am I in a bad place? Okay, I'm apparently looking at something that's making me lose my mind. Is that a shotgun?
Come on! I'll see you with you! No! You! No!
Oh my goodness. Oh sure, go towards the green glowing light. This may not seem so bad to you, but when you're playing it, it's something else. Yeah.
The scientists didn't even take their tools with them.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid.
And this emanates from the scientists. Nope.
The suits are all cut up.
Well, mystery solved. Everyone has gone batshit insane. Let's go home.
ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throckmorton. A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throckmorton.
Sancta Mare, be our eyes, eyes to see the distant stars.
Hark, he comes! The sacred full-bellied bearer of splendor! Take me, make me, I beg you.
Bearer of what? Who are you talking to? What happened?
Our eyes! First, second, third, opened by the aura. You see much, yet do not see the splendid shell of the white virgin here sleeping.
Cut the horse crap. Give me a straight answer.
Nonsense. But it is meaning that is meaningless. Open yourself. Walk, listen, pray. Wake, you holy worm. Take his skin and skull for your home. Take my worship and grant your kindness. I pray you.
Okay then. Even if the madness may influence the others, this was not their fault. I have to abandon this virus or infectious madness, too dangerous to bring to the surface. They knew the risks.
You see now, do you? The splendid horror of the truth.
Perfectly preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
Sancta Mare, be our eyes, eyes to see the distant stars.
Alright, now it's time to be a detective.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Oh.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
Okay. What? It's shivering. This... No! Get away from me!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
We enter the temple the moment they take... Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
Okay. What? It's shivering. This... No! Get away from me!
Okay, that was apparently the wrong order.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up...
Okay. What?
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
The expedition found an artifact that drove them mad. Then, the Innsmouthers stole it and the professor in one go.
Want to recover the strange artifact. These members know the truth about the madness. They need the artifact and Harriet And the one that took it. Okay. The outbreak of madness on the Titanic was caused by Albert's presence. The crew exiled him on the lifeboat to stop it. Okay. I have to save the expedition. I must tell Robert where the survivors are and start searching for Harriet. Okay. Hi, hello, Private Claire. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with you, but, I think it's worth the money. It's fun. I have to save the expedition. I must tell Robert where the survivors are and start searching for Harriet. I guess now I gotta try and backtrack. Oh. Well then. I guess. Yeah, it should. Now I gotta go to talk to Throgmorton. The game autosaves periodically, but you can also create manual saves. I think I prefer a manual save. Oh. Yeah, that's what I did. I don't know if there's like physical. I don't. It's They might have physical copies. I'm not too sure though. But yeah, I bought mine digital because it was on sale. Where's the police station? There it is. I want to go to the police station first.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
Okay then. Oops. Alrighty. You have a good one. What is the point of me coming here and I can't do anything?
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
Alright then. building.
I've got news, Mr. Throgmorton. The expedition members are alive. They're on the seabed, in the sunken ruins. Some sort of ancient temple. They have enough air, but we need to hurry.
What happened? Why didn't the sailors help them?
The crew of the Titanium mutinied against Sanders. The only man who escaped was your son. They put him on a lifeboat.
The mutineers will face justice. Throwing Albert to the winds of the sea, he will be avenged.
I'm afraid that's not all. The Innsmouthers took the expedition's discoveries and kidnapped the professor.
What? Those degenerates. How did that happen?
The Innsmouthers, they knew about the temple. They waited there hiding until the professor took what the Innsmouthers call the seal.
But how did they manage to catch my scientists off guard?
It seems that after the seal was taken from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that, waited for the right moment. Then they made off with Professor Doe and the artifact.
Drock. The Innsmouths. Do you have proof they were involved?
One of the attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They have Harriet, and the artifact she found, but she may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant. But we won't sit idle. Find them, Mr. Reed. Not the grunts, but their leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be. Bring me my professor back.
I'm looking into the madness, not politics and power games.
And your best source of information is currently in the slimy hands of those Innsmouthers. Professor Doe shared the vision. She found something inside those ruins, and now they have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters, so shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say. His name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he is a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
I don't care for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief. I had a meeting arranged with Herbert. One of great importance, shall we say. One at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
That sounds simple enough. Okay, I'll do it.
Very good, Mr. Reed. There is one final detail. This case must remain secret, and you must not reveal to anyone for whom you are working.
Discretion is my watchword.
Indeed. Here is Herbert's address and an advance for your investigation. You'll find it's fair.
Have a good day.
Ooh.
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
Goldbridge Road and Central Oldsgrove. His house is situated between Windhath, Goldbridge Road. Central Oldsgrove. Between Hen and Century Avenue. Golden. Alright, around there. Oh, there's a more point up ahead. I'll go get that really quick. There we go. I thought I already got that before. Okay. Making my way downtown, walking fast, walking faster. Alright, between Oldsgrove and... So it's gotta be one of these houses. I swear if I just found the house.
Why keep a 40-year-old newspaper article?
This is Livermore. The city's darling scholar and adventurer is once again an eligible bachelor. Further text unreadable. It is with the deepest regret that I must inform you that the price for the piece you have requested has changed once again. The demand for it has increased, and now it is triple what we agreed earlier. I know this is the second time that I have raised the price, but the extreme circumstance of the flood make each piece almost invaluable to me. It's sad as I cannot replenish my collection. Alrighty then. There's a cool set of oh. That's a dead body.
Eyes still wide open. Guess Guess he didn't see the killing blow coming.
Is that the safe?
Only slight scratches around the keyhole. Whoever broke in knew how to pick a lock.
I'll find out why the old ape wants you so bad.
Huh. That's a lot of warning shots.
No kidding.
Looks like they're short a full set. One of the mirrors was taken. What's that?
Squint, run!
Easiest gig in this district. You grab the mirror. I'm gonna go see what other loot we can take from Mr. Moneybags here.
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing in my house?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing in my house?
Squint, run! Oh, Kay! I've killed him.
Easiest gig in this district. You grab the mirror. I'm gonna go see what other loot we can take from Mr. Moneybags here. Easiest gig in this district.
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing?
Squint, run! Oh, Kay! I've killed him.
Two men broke in to steal a mirror. One of them, Squint, cracked the safe. But Glover discovered him and shot him. Second one killed Glover.
And the plot thickens. I wonder if I gotta go back to Throgmorton or not. The plot thickens. This is a pretty fun game. I've been having a blast with it.
What's your problem?
You ape. What do you got to say?
I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news. The good news is I've found Glover.
And the bad?
The bad news is he's dead. Murdered.
Indeed. Did you discover who killed him?
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time? Find me Glover's killer. I need the name of the man who crossed me, Mr. Reed, if I'm to make an example.
Okay then. So, off to the police station, I guess. Said it wasn't the only crime in Oldsgrove, so... see what I can do there. But then again, he did say he doesn't want anyone knowing what I'm doing, so... I don't know. Are the police gonna give me a hard time, or is this gonna be a problem?
Don't waste my time.
Pleasant as always. Okay. Or Collector's Demise. Okay. Property crime, witnesses. Oldsgrove. Nope. Fuck. There we go. Philip O'Connell, alias Squint, male, 46, residence unknown, crimes numerous, burglaries in Oldsgrove, break-in and entering, tax evasion, possible associates, Sidney Stokes. 21, residence Oakmont, Mass, Northern Salvation Armor, west of the intersection of Moreland Road and Salvation Road. Jaywalking, lollygagging, a jury duty dodging. Those are crimes? Wow. Alright, so what does this say? Northern Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Moreland Road and Salvation Road. Salvation Harbor, it's... Moreland Road and Salvation Road. Okay, there's Salvation Road. Where's Moreland? West of the intersection of Salvation and Moreland. Oh. Alright. So, right around there, I guess. And my closest location is like... Jeez.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
Hopefully I found a new work point. Doors are going to be open or marked with a special hobo sign. Nice.
Extra. All the news that's fit and print. Going the right way. There's a warp point. I'm gonna discover this quick. Distraction!
Pick your poison.
Okay then.
It's you. The
Oh
man
my
who made the
God.
boss blow a gasket. Caleb never thought a newcomer would make him look such a fool, Mr. Throgmorton.
It's not my fault you guys didn't check the warehouse.
I know. No hard feelings, pal. Impressive work finding the killer. Maybe you can help me with another one. The name's Sam Shaw. Take your drink and let's talk.
Didn't I hear something about a prohibition?
Of course. This place merely sells juice. Old fermented grape juice. A tonic for your health. So, how about that business?
We can talk, but I don't work for free.
I know. Still, the task is simple, so I can't offer a lot. I just need a few photos of crime scenes. What do you say?
Tell me where to find the bodies.
Here are 3 file cards with names and addresses. Bring me photos of the victims, then I can start to get this moving again. I'll be waiting upstairs for those 3 photos. Please, try to be discreet in this matter.
You either look like you've just seen something or you sniffed a line of coke, sir. Sweet. A new case. Was wondering where this was. I'm just going for the boat, don't mind. Ah! You can't see it right now, but I'm giving the monster the finger. Ooh, a warp point. I'll discover this really quick, and then I'll do a thing. This looks like it'll be the building. What am I doing in here again? The price for a separate burial for your mother, Martha Stokes, is 30 bullets. The morgue cannot give you a discount. There are more requests for burials than we have resources of manpower to satisfy. You must make the payment in 2 weeks, or we will have to enter your mother in a mask. Oh, lovely.
I'm happy to say I've never been hungry enough to consider eating whatever this is. Rest in peace.
Okay. There you go, bitch.
Looks like Squint was having a bad day. Survived getting a shot just to be stabbed to death. But who did it?
It's not an Innsmouth dagger.
At long last, I'll fix what that old ape lover Francis did to you.
Hark! Get away from them! Oh, thank the gods. I thought you were another monster.
Sidney Stokes, I presume.
Aye, that's right. Do I know you?
Don't think so. I'm here about Herbert Glover. I believe you know him. Or should I say, knew him. Nice trick with the wall. How'd you manage it?
It wasn't me. She put the wall there with some kind of hocus pocus.
You said she put the wall here. Who is she?
She's our employer. I don't know her name or anything. She promised us a good payout for a simple job. And I fell for it like a chump.
What did she hire you to do?
The job seemed simple enough. Go to the collector's house, grab some fancy mirror, and then hoof it out of there.
So where's this fancy mirror now?
She took it. When me and Phil met her with the goods, they got into a big blowout and she shifted him. Okay, what am I to do now? Phil was the idea guy, I'm just a sap.
Come on, paint me a picture. What did this woman look like?
She was tall and thin, very thin, just skin and bones. Mean like a rattlesnake. That's all I can remember. I didn't look too close at her.
Were you hired to kill the collector too? Or was that just for laughs?
I swear to Kay, it wasn't part of the plan. It was an accident. The guy started shooting at us and I panicked.
You panicked? Really? That's your excuse?
Please, as Kay is my witness, I didn't mean to kill anyone. I'll give you everything I have. Just let me walk.
Look, you might be a sap, but at least you're not a sap. I'll look the other way, but you better get scarce, and fast.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver. You won't see me again, I swear. Here, take this. Thanks again.
Is it a gun? No.
What do you want? Killed him. What have I done? What in the world have I done?
I really did feel guilty about it. Fuck, I've been letting murderers go left, right. Loading.
I've looked into your delicate matter.
Excellent. Don't spare me any details.
Glover's dead. He was killed by a man named Sidney Stokes, who happened to be robbing his place. He wasn't working alone. He had a partner, Phil O'Connell. Didn't end up much better. All over some kind of mirror, apparently.
Truck. Where is the mirror now?
Their employer has it. Some mystery woman. I didn't get her name, but she obviously wasn't fooling around.
I see. So, my enigmatic competitor has finally shown her hand. And the thieves are both dead, you say?
Their employer decided to bump them off. Now, I hope that's not standard business practice in these parts.
You've proven to be far more valuable to me alive than dead, Mr. Reed. You have nothing to worry about in that regard.
It wouldn't have killed you to let me know you were going after the mirror from the start.
As I said, this is a very delicate matter. I wasn't confident I could trust you with such sensitive information. Until now.
All right. I've held up my end of the bargain. Now, it's your turn.
Of course, Mr. Reed. Here's your payment. Now that you know everything, would you accept the second part of the job?
Let me guess. You want me to track down the mirror?
Yes. And the one who so rudely snatched it from my grasp.
I'm on it. Only got one lead, though. Our culprit had a bone to pick with someone named Francis. Mean anything to you?
Yes. That is without doubt my father, Francis Throgmorton. May rest his soul.
And what's he got to do with this?
I found mention of the mirror in his record. That's what led me to take interest.
Your father was a prominent. I'm sure he had enemies. Anyone come to mind?
None would outlive him.
You mentioned your father left records. Mind if I take a gander at them?
The prospect of you rifling through my father's possessions does not fill me with joy, Mr. Reed. But if that's what you need, so be it. Take this key.
I apologize, I pissed you off, man, but I need stuff. Well, I guess I'll leave off from there. I thank you guys for joining me in such a lovely adventure. And I wish you guys a happy Halloween.